My dad chose my brother, my mom chose my sister, and I was sent into state care. Years later, they all wanted back in my life, but I wasn't the same child they left behind. My name is Maya, I'm 34 now. I own a restaurant in downtown Seattle, but 25 years ago, I was just a little girl standing in our living room while my parents argued over who would take which kid. Dad wanted my older brother Tyler, said he needed a son to carry on his name. Mom insisted on keeping my baby sister Lily. She was only 4, too young to be without her mother. I stood there waiting for someone to say my name. They never did. Dad packed Tyler into his truck that night. Mom took Lily to our grandmother's house in Oregon. Neither of them looked back at me standing in the doorway. I waited 3 days in that empty house. I ate crackers and cheese. I slept with every light on. Mrs. Patterson next door finally noticed. She found me crying in the backyard, talking to our cat because I had no one else. The social worker came that afternoon. She had kind eyes, but I could see the pity. I learned to hate that look. I bounced through 7 foster homes in 10 years. Some were okay, most weren't. The Hendersons locked the pantry at night. I learned to hide granola bars under my mattress. Mrs. Burke told me I was too ugly to ever be adopted. I was 11. The Carters only wanted the monthly check. They bought a new TV the same week they told me I couldn't have seconds at dinner. I aged out of the system at 18 with $340, a garbage bag of clothes, and a full scholarship to culinary school. My grades were my escape. I worked doubles at a diner while getting my degree, slept 4 hours a night, saved every penny. By 25, I opened my first food truck. By 30, my restaurant. Last year, Seattle Magazine named it one of the top 10 new restaurants in the city. There was a full-page photo of me in the kitchen. That's when they found me. Tyler messaged first, said he'd been looking for me, said dad was sick, prostate cancer, maybe a year left. Then mom called, crying, saying she never stopped loving me, saying she thought about me every day. Lily sent a letter, said she always wondered about her other sister, the one no one talked about. They wanted a reunion, all of us together, at dad's house in Montana. One big, happy family like the last 25 years never happened. I said no. Tyler pushed, said dad wanted to apologize before he died, said I was being selfish. I was selfish for not rushing to comfort the people who left me to become a ward of the state. I agreed to meet them, but not at dad's house, at my restaurant, on my ground. They flew in on a Tuesday. I watched them walk through the door. Dad was thin now, gray. Mom clutched her purse like armor. Tyler looked uncomfortable. Lily kept staring at me like I was a ghost. We sat at my best table, the one by the window. Dad cleared his throat. Maya, we made mistakes. We were young, broke, scared. We didn't know what to do. I nodded. Then I pulled out a folder. Inside were copies of every foster care placement report, every incident, every time I was moved, every note about my weight dropping because families didn't feed me enough. I slid them across the table. These are the years you missed, I said. Every placement, every home that wasn't a home, every adult who saw me as a paycheck instead of a child. Mom started crying. Tyler wouldn't look at the papers. Lily read every page. Dad tried to explain. We thought you'd be adopted quickly. You were so smart, so pretty. We thought someone would want you. Someone should have, I said. You. The silence stretched. Finally, I stood up. I forgive you, I said. Not because you deserve it, but because carrying anger is exhausting and I have a business to run. I handed each of them a menu. Dinner's on me. Consider it the last thing I'll ever give you. They stayed. They ate. They left. At the door, Lily hugged me. I'm sorry, she whispered. I didn't know. Tyler shook my hand. Said he was proud of me. Mom couldn't look at me. Too much shame. Dad stopped. Looked around my restaurant, the exposed brick, the open kitchen, the photos of my staff on the wall. You built all this yourself? He asked. I had to, I said. No one else was going to do it for me. He nodded. Then he left. That was 6 months ago. Lily texts me sometimes. We're building something new. Slowly. Tyler sends photos of his kids. I send back recipes. Mom and dad haven't reached out again. I think they finally understand. Some wounds don't heal with a single apology. Some damage can't be undone with a reunion dinner. Last week, a food critic asked about the name of my restaurant. I smiled. It's called Claimed, I told him, because that's what I did for myself when no one else would.